Well. I am really excited to be welcoming our first special guest, interesting guest, man in the moment. I don't know what we call this yet, but I'd like to welcome my good mate, Tim Allen, to the call. How are you, Tim?
I'm good. Thanks for
Nice.
having me.
Yeah, mate. Thanks for breaking the ice because we've been looking forward to getting another voice, and I'm getting so sick of listening to my dad droning on all the time
Oh,
about
shit.
boring shit. That's it, Dad. We got to get someone else
It's
in
your
here.
voice that's the problem, not mine.
Exactly. See what I'm dealing with here, right? So we need someone to help sort of ease this
Oh,
tension.
balance us out, yes.
Balances out. That's right. So, Dad, I know you've only just met Tim very briefly, and I wanted to do a little bit of an introduction to you, Tim. Is that cool? A little
Yep.
bit of background. Yeah, I won't. I didn't pull any arrest records or anything like that. So
Thank you.
it's all.
Oh,
it's all
you've
gonna
taken all the colour out of it now.
it's going to be PC. So, look, Tim has become someone really important in my life. Maybe a year or more ago, I was put in touch with Tim through a mentoring organization because I was relocating to a different part of the world and, to up the coast. I was leaving a lot of stuff that I had behind, and I was forming some new relationships, and there was a lot of moving parts. And it was suggested that I looked into this mentoring organization, and they actually had someone on the ground in Port Macquarie, which they said, "Oh, do you want to meet this guy?" And I did, and here he is. His name's Tim. And we meet generally every week to
Yep.
just chat about stuff going on. And he's been a real asset in my life. Someone to give me a little bit of stability in a new place, instant mate, male friend, someone who listens. And I've become increasingly interested in learning more about his life as well. So we're now mates. I think, is that official to say, Tim?
That's fair to say.
Did I pass the test and come
So
around?
far, you're still on probation.
I've got to tread carefully here. So, Dad, that is how I met Tim, and we've had some really interesting conversations about manhood, and he's very interested in this topic, and he's got his own stories to share. And I thought, what a perfect person to help us move into this new season where we're talking more deeply about subjects. So, Dad, Tim, Dad, you want to ask him anything, Dad?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Tim, what brought you into this field in the first place?
Into this mentoring field? Yeah. Well, it was something, once I relocated from Sydney up to Port Macquarie, I got thinking about. I'd had some struggles as a teenager and an early adult, and there wasn't a lot of, positive male role models around or people to talk to about things I was going through. And I just thought I was in a good space now, and that I'd like to put myself out there to help other people who may be missing what I was missing. And yeah, that's what I've been able to do. I've been connected with Jason and another man up in Cairns who I catch up with once a week over the phone. And yeah, it's been quite rewarding experience.
Would you say that there's an element of self-healing in the process as well?
It's definitely, it's been good. It's taught me how to listen better and to be a bit more compassionate, hearing other people's struggles and things they go through. I guess the lessons you learn from hearing other people's problems, I guess it is stuff you can apply to your life. I don't know if I'd say it's helped me heal from any of the past hurts I've had so far, but it's still only a year in, so.
Yeah. So look, I mean, they're great questions, Dad, and certainly Tim's, someone who's really reflected on his own life, and I think, mate, what I've picked up from you is just you want to be of service, you want to help others, you know how important it is, you know how fraught life can be, how tough it can be to be sort of a man caught in the crosshairs of different things going on through your childhood, through as your adolescent years, and I just want to thank you for doing what you've done, and also just being sort of someone who's become a fixture in my life too, because I was coming up. I don't have any male mates up here, right? So it was good on mentoring men. So it's an organisation people should look up and help out with. And I imagine a lot of the mentors, Tim, do end up, or the mentees maybe become mentors in the end. Would you say that?
That's what they've said, in the training. It's, people, once they've healed or once they're in a good space, they, want to give back or want to help other men. So it's definitely a good organisation.
Mm. Dad, before we dive into the topic we'd like to discuss today, is there any final things you want to know to sort of quiz Tim about, or were you happy to let it happen organically?
I'd just like to say to Tim, thank you. I went through a process of early emotional scarring, and it took me decades to resolve myself, and I found that it was easier by giving to other people it was self-enriching, and it made me realize that I was a quality human being as opposed to the scarred wreck that I'd been for so long.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The enriching part is, it gives you more. It almost gives you more than you're giving to someone else. It's funny.
Absolutely.
That's great, and a great way to sort of just wrap up that intro. Thanks again for joining us, mate. Before just leading into this next part, we had a bit of a chat about what we should be speaking about here, because obviously we've got a whole sort of season lined up with different topics, ranging from alcohol addiction to health and mental well-being. Dad's drinking a glass of wine. It is after midday, so you're okay off the hook on this one. What would you like to? What topic or what area would you like to venture into, Tim?
I think just talking about a man's place in modern society, because there's not a day goes by where you don't read an article that's bashing men, and I think that's a big part of why a lot of men are struggling with self-esteem or connection or withdrawing even from the world. So if we're just talking about that topic, I think something that maybe I can add value.
Yes, I like it. All right, well, I'm keen. Dad, you ready?
Oh, yes.
Born ready.
Let's go, Geronimo.
Let's go. All right, sweet. Thanks.